What's going on, guys? Bryce here with another digital marketing podcast. And today we're going to be talking about how to start up a graphic design business online with limited capital. So I got this idea because I've recently been looking for a graphic designer. Shout out my boy Ellie, who just hooked me up with a new logo. And I saw that Ellie was posting on social media, on his own personal social media, promoting his new company that he's launching, doing graphic design, doing logo design. I reached out, hit him up, and it was super simple, super easy. He did such a great job on the new project. And it really started to get me think like, hey, this is a great idea for anyone out there in graphic design, especially right now. And if you were laid off, how you can instantly start a business with such limited capital and limited funds in today's world with the internet. So I'm going to give you a little lowdown on how I think you should get started. Obviously, you can adapt. You can do your own thing, right? You can experiment. This is just kind of a foundation that I've been thinking about. So first things first, right? You're going to need the software. I hope that if you're already a graphic designer, you already have the software on hand. But for those that don't know, a lot of graphic designers use Adobe products like Photoshop and Illustrator. Maybe you're into photography and using Lightroom, things like that. And purchasing those products separately can definitely add up and be expensive. But what I would recommend that you guys do is check out the Adobe Creative Cloud, only $53 a month. And really, that's going to be the major portion of your startup cost for this type of operation, just the software. So as long as you have the software, from there, you should be snowballing and everything else should be free. So, right, how do you market your services? How do you get things out there? So the first thing that you want to do is create examples of your designs if you don't have a portfolio already. If you have a portfolio, you're way ahead of the game. But for example, if you're doing logo design, I'd recommend creating 5, 6, 7 high quality logos that you could use and distribute as examples. And from there, how are you going to distribute those examples? I'd recommend creating social media pages like a Facebook page, or Instagram's really big, showing off your work and getting more exposure out there, maybe utilizing some hashtags to bring in some more organic traffic to those pages, but also just sharing it on your personal social media, like blasting it out. That's how I found Ellie. He was promoting his work. He had a little product reel that he was showing, and I was like, oh, like I totally need this service. I'm going to hit him up. So that could be a great way to do it. And if you're producing consistent artwork on a regular basis, having something like an Instagram where you're always posting, keeping people updated, promoting your services, eventually I'm sure that you'll get leads. And another cool thing that I've seen people do is they do like speed art on YouTube. So you could record the entire process of you creating a logo, upload that speed art, and you'll attract a different type of audience. And I always found it really entertaining. Some of those videos are like 20 minutes long, and I watched the whole thing. And besides social media, another thing that you can do is join these work marketplaces, I like to call them. We're talking about Upwork, we're talking about Guru, we're talking about Fiverr, we're talking about CrowdSpring. These type of marketplaces are going to have warm customers coming to them. They're looking for logo design. They're looking for graphics design. Maybe they're looking for a photographer, a videographer, whatever it might be. These marketplaces are doing their own type of advertising to attract these warm customers. So you don't have to do any advertising. A lot of the times it's free to list your services on these platforms. And it's a great way to just get started. Kind of a little life hack here is if you have some warm customers, say on your social media pages that are reaching out to you, have them sign up for these marketplaces or the one marketplace that you really want to dominate. Get some reviews going on these marketplaces because the reviews are going to be super important. You know, if you don't have any reviews yet, people might be a little bit skeptical of it. But once you have 5, 6, 7 reviews, it's going to be a lot easier for you to attract even more warm customers to your services. And with reviews as well, encourage people to drop reviews on your social media. Facebook has a great reviews and recommendations feature that you can use on Instagram. Maybe it's you're screenshotting a review and then posting it on your story, or you can even make it a cool picture and post it on your Instagram. And yeah, guys, it's really that simple. Most of the startup capital for this business is going to go towards the software. Obviously, you're going to need a decent computer to run these type of programs. So make sure your computer is up to date. And from there, social media is free. A lot of these marketplaces are free. You can create Instagram pages for free, Facebook for free. All the marketing can really be done for free. And yeah, you should be rocking and rolling. Definitely let me know if you guys try this out. I love to see what type of results you guys get from using this strategy, or definitely let me know if you have different ideas around how you would go about starting up your own graphic design business online. All right, guys, this has been a lot of fun. If you're not following me already on Instagram, definitely hit me up at Bryce_SG. And if you're not subscribed to this podcast, man, what are you doing? Hit that subscribe button. And if you're listening to me on iTunes, I'd really, really appreciate if you drop me a review. It helps out the podcast a ton. And if you have any ideas around episodes that you want me to cover, definitely shoot me a direct message over Instagram. All right, guys, I'll see you next time.